The Patrick Star Show is finally here, and it's, I don't even know what to say about this. SpongeBob's best friend officially has his own cartoon. Is it a disaster, or surprisingly good for a spinoff? Well, there's no way to talk about that without first going over the episodes. Everything kicked off in Late for Breakfast, where Patrick had a goal to get some food. It was also the start of his show within the universe, meaning it was a way to properly set up what viewers needed to see. While the main storyline of the episode centered around food, we would constantly go off track into fun visual gags or random TV commercials out of nowhere. Patrick still had to find food, but that was a loose story that didn't take itself too seriously. Meanwhile, a different path was explored in the next episode, Bummer Jobs.
Nothing like a relaxing morning. Fishing. For a deadbeat.
Anyone already missing SpongeBob would feel right at home here, considering he plays just as much of a role as Patrick. I didn't expect him to appear so soon in a show all about Patrick, but hey, guess they realized that putting the entire spotlight on comedic relief isn't a good idea. We don't want another Planet Sheen on our hands. Anyway, the premise of Bummer Jobs is simple. SpongeBob and Patrick just want to find jobs. We still get cutaways here and there, but it's more focused than the previous story, along with that distinct sense of over-the-top cartoony humor. Seeing a younger version of SpongeBob was nice. It was a great way to balance out the idiocy of, you know, the main star of the show. In both of these episodes, I would describe it like this. Imagine the craziness of the original show, and then dial up all of that to 100. That is the Patrick Star Show in a nutshell. Every moment, every single scene might have a surprise thrown in there. Where it stands out from the main SpongeBob series is not only its abnormally fast pace, but also its tendency to dive into other mediums and animation styles. Nothing is off the table, and as the series goes on, it feels like they'll be doing a lot of experimenting. While that could be creative, one of the problems I do have with the spinoff so far is that it does fall into the "whoa, randomness equals funny" trap. The concept of logic is somewhere as far away as possible to whatever's going on here. There's absolutely no rules, no limits in what the characters can do, and no restrictions for the animation itself. Of course, this is the main selling point of the show. We're taking a deep dive into the chaotic mind of Patrick Star, hence why nothing makes sense.
Ice cream with syrup and marbles and bluebirds. There's one thing I can't find, and that is my keys.
The team is deliberately going for this feeling of off-the-walls craziness, which works in some cases and just hurts to watch in others. In that way, I feel like audience opinion is going to be split right down the middle. While checking out some episodes, you have to understand what you're getting into before actually seeing it. If you expect a straightforward narrative from beginning to end without major disruptions, leave now while you still can. But if you're open to complete randomness and jokes every other second, boy do I have the show for you! Oh yeah, and everyone has a different sense of humor, but for me personally, a lot of the jokes didn't click. Some of them were amusing, don't get me wrong, but laugh out loud funny? Nah, not really. Well, sometimes it was amazing. Squidward died.
Dinosaurs are still with us today.
Thanks to its random nature, the Patrick Star Show relies more on visual gags that may or may not be your cup of tea, but I thought it worked sometimes, and just gave me a headache at others. At this point in the video, you might be thinking I hate this spinoff. No, I don't. There are still some things it gets right, which genuinely can make it a fun watch. For one, we have a good blend of characters here, so Patrick doesn't get as much of a focus as you may think. Even with this title, the other main characters keep appearing, and it honestly feels more like a crazier version of the original SpongeBob. This variety of new and old characters that aren't Patrick is a breath of fresh air. What I also love about the Patrick Star Show is the color design, which people usually don't pay much attention to. This world is really jumping at you with its bright visuals, especially the new sky full of stars that mixes in with everything well. Even when we're inside, the characters and colors are pleasing on the eyes. I need more of this. I also like exploring these new ways of animation, which is something that doesn't happen nearly as much in SpongeBob. The team can get creative in a way they haven't been able to before, and we should really appreciate that. So in the end, Patrick's new cartoon is about what I expected it to be. Is it incredible? No. Is it an absolute disaster? Not at all. There's room for enjoyment here, but you can't expect anything serious. You you sort of just have to turn off your brain to watch. Viewers need to be in a certain mood for the Patrick Star Show, and it definitely would be way too tiring to watch more than, like, 2 episodes at a time. I could see some people really liking this, and others, not so much. It all depends on what you're looking for, but I'll keep tuning in myself because I'm curious where the stories might go next. For a SpongeBob spinoff, it delivers on expectations, at least more than Kamp Koral. Feel free to check out the Patrick Star Show, or don't. It makes no difference to me. I'm going to sleep. But anyway, that's all for this video. Subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos. Give a thumbs up and comment below, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.